Yo, what up, everyone? It's Crypto Oki. Let's go. All right, today we are going to look at 4 cryptos called Revenge of the Dinos. These are coins these are the that I'm the highest on in this. We'll just say 2025, and they all happen to be coins that were kind of invented, obviously after Bitcoin, but before 2017. Um, and they all and the ones that I kind of have honed in on here have not been. I almost was going to forget to share screen the whole time. Have not been. These coins that I speak of have not been. Did not have incredible 2020 2021s, and maybe didn't hit new highs. For instance, Litecoin, had that magnificent run up in 2017. It did well in 2020, 2021, but did not, break out and go new high. So that's what these kind of all have in common. And so we're kind of looking at this structure here. So first we'll start with Litecoin. Monthly, last month, we do have 3, straight red candles is definitely not great. What is promising is the wicks of the last 2 just pushing off. Because of how low it went and then how it finished, I almost consider August a positive month. I'll call it a positive month. And really anything above this 72, I like us getting back up to this, 95, 100 level. And once that, and then maybe break that. If we're going to challenging, all-time highs, that's kind of the thesis here with Litecoin. So there's the monthly. So we'll see how it goes. I really think, a close below 65 is not going to be good. A close above 72 is going to be good, and I do foresee that the latter happening this month. So I'm liking that. Let's go to the weekly. Again, not a great week, but pushing out the bottom, and we just started the new week. So nothing much to see here. I know it doesn't look great. We do have a bottoming. Let's just see how we come up here. Weekly is not exciting, honestly. We'll need to see something. We need to get above this 75 region. Yeah, that's good with that. And if we look on the daily, we do have, an obvious downward sloping trend. It's pretty nice, actually. And we are getting close to breaking out of this. So, some of the dominoes might just fall within these patterns. We get above the 69, then the 72 comes out, and then, we can accelerate pretty rapidly. So I do think it's wise to kind of be paying attention right here. 200, we're still well below the 200 day moving average. But it's pretty flat. We get up into late September, and October might be really beautiful. So we'll see. Could retest the bottom of this for sure. That'd be tough. I don't think so. Wouldn't really like that. I like it breaking out here. So we'll see. 4 hour. Of course, it's the same structure. this 200 will flatten out in the next couple of days. But again, I like what I'm seeing out of Litecoin. First, Bitcoin, the daily. Again, clear downtrend, but bottom, above this kind of area, and it could get exciting. Hasn't been above the 200-day moving average against Bitcoin since March of 23. So that's a year and a half. So that's what we'll be looking for here on the daily. 4 hour, we are above the 200 moving average 4 hour, and looking kind of promising to break this and create this double bottom structure, break a lot of downward trend lines. So Litecoin got to be on your radar. It's on my radar, I should say. If we look at the order book, also looks like there's more buying than selling. And against Bitcoin also looks pretty good. So there you have it. The 2011, invented in 2011, chain of fork of Bitcoin. Let's move on to the next one is Ripple. So here we have the monthly, and here's the big 7-year symmetrical triangle that we are right smack dab in. Looking for a close and a break of this 66 cent range, and I'll get really excited. I like, again, 2 months ago, great month, back tested it the whole month, up off the lows. I view this as a positive candle. If this month can be a green 2 above the green 1, and again, the ramifications of this triangle, breaking upward. I mean, I really think minimum target is, $3.50, almost $4, minimum, and then higher. So that's what we're seeing on a larger scale. When will this happen is the question. I mean, it just has, honestly, for about 2 years, it hasn't, especially for the last year, it's just been going straight, but we'll see. It could be an interesting month. It could really go sideways for quite a bit longer as well. All right, let's check out the weekly. Not a great month on a great week, obviously. Nearly a bullish engulfing, you could kind of consider it that. Is holding the 20-week moving average, which I like, but maybe we can I expect us to retrace up half of it, and we'll see from there. So we'll kind of keep an eye. Nothing too great from the weekly standpoint, but again, you break this 65-cent range, be above the 200, this thing goes up higher, breaks all these other things, and really accelerates to the upside. Let's move on to the daily. Daily looks like it wants to go down, wants to dump. Broke the 200-day yesterday. Again, retrace of half of it today, but no more, it appears. So that's tough look. We'll see where it goes. I like it to go to this 49-cent range. I'm looking for a bounce in this area. 49-cent range. But yeah, again, don't get too excited until it breaks this 65-cent range. All right, let's check out the 4 hour. Yeah, see, I mean, we're creating the bearish crossovers as well. Really need to get back above 57, 58 sooner than later. But nothing bullish until that happens at the very least. All right, XRP versus Bitcoin does have some interesting developments. We have this kind of wedge, I guess I'll call it a wedge-like pattern. And it is growing. This is 50-day pattern, so I am taking it kind of seriously. A break below this, we're going to definitely retest the 200, which wouldn't be terrible. Would not be terrible. Above this, and I like it to accelerate. Oops. And versus Bitcoin, again, same pattern, just a little closer. And again, we're really at the apex either way, but if it gets above this area, that could really happen anytime, but it could also just straight dump at a moment's notice. Just the way the structure is. And I think this will tell you which way the market goes. I would even suspect. I think if this breaks down, we'll see lower prices out of everything, I would imagine. And if it breaks up, I would hope and think that, we're going higher, but it's crypto, so maybe it's going to be the opposite. We'll see. And order book. XRP USD, nothing much. So, it really doesn't have a bias one way or the other. And against Bitcoin also. So, Ripple, keep an eye on it. It really, all these could kind of go one way or the other relatively soon. And that one was created in 2013, same time as Doge. And again, also did not have the big 2020, 2021 run that many other cryptocurrencies did. So that's why it's the revenge of the dinos. All right, let's move on to Monero. Monero had a great month, probably one of the best months of the cryptos, especially of the big ones. Again, it kind of pushed off. See, this is what I would love to see some of the other ones do. They had this candle. See, it pushed off the lows. Again, retasted the lows, pushed off them at the high. Above 182, we're looking at a green sequential starting that off, which is pretty impressive, especially with the fact that that's also kind of this. I'll be breaking this. To me, that would be breaking this trend line of this pattern, and that's that's got a minimum target about 270, so about $100, almost $100 increase here to begin with. Let's go. I have a football. Let's go. Okay, so there's the monthly for Monero. Weekly, great month, great week. Again, great. 2 weeks ago was a great week. Tested the lows, pushed up higher. I like this, whatever. Give it some time. But again, we do got to get above here. Oh yeah. It gets above 175, then it gets above, then it's 182, and then next thing you know, it's in the 200s. This really could happen that quickly. I wonder if there's probably some other kind of ways you can draw this to where, it's slightly more triangular. And something like that, you get what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 touches there. 10. So that's very promising. I really like what I see there. Daily, again, just kind of chilling out here. We have 2 dojis. Third one, I like us kind of just going sideways for a few days before, getting above this 175, 177 range, which I would expect it to break out of this. So I would like us to chill a little bit, I think. Hold the weekly gains, maybe come back to, the 155s. Just the 150, the high 150s would be great. Then maybe end the week strong. If we look at the 4-hour, not super exciting. We're going sideways here. I like it. I mean, this will probably break down, test something in here. I expect us to kind of go sideways today's Monday, through the week. I expect a sideways week for Monero. All right, let's look at it against Bitcoin. Daily, of course, we have the beautiful cup and handle that has broken out, triggered, whatever you want to call it. We're in it now. We're in it. I kind of considered this taking out a close, but above this high, which happened on Friday. So this is activated. Any kind of just stagnation over here is great. Let's wait for the moving averages to catch up even higher. You're seeing them turn up. That's excellent. And again, I think this pattern has about a 35%. No, I mean, geez, even to like 40% almost. 40%. You could put it at 40%. I mean, which would make sense back up to here, but that's a 30. It could have a, Monero's set to, I'm anticipating, I'm being aware, of a possible 40% move in Monero versus Bitcoin. And I think that's pretty exciting. Oops. 4-hour, again, it looks a lot different. We're just having these pullbacks, so I'm not too excited about it on the short time frame. I like a sideways week again here with Monero, and I think that would be a positive development. Let's check out the order book. And yeah, back and forth, not much. I wouldn't either way. And yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. Monero's 2014 with Stellar, which is what I'll end on today. And it looks like let's see what we got here. Stellar's having a pretty decent day. All right, against the dollar on the monthly, again, I know it doesn't look great, and that's fair, but I do think the bottom's in. So I like it to appreciate. Again, we're off the lows. Got to get above 10.5 cents. Got to get above 11 cents. You really got to do it here in the next month or two, or else we risk going down further. Weekly, not a great week, clearly. So we'll see what we can do. I don't know. Nothing much to say about that weekly, huh? Daily also, breaking these lows. I don't know. I mean, today's decent, but until it's above, 9.5, it's nothing. And really below 10.5, it's really nothing. But, on the daily, you do have, you have this downtrend of, you break out of this and you could get it higher. So I do anticipate us to hit this trend maybe later in the week, retest the 200 before breaking it higher. And so that's what we're looking out of Stellar. And the fact that it kind of goes hand in hand with Ripple, just I think it could be advantageous to look at both of them and just be aware of what's kind of happening. It could forewarn you. 4 hour, not looking great. Got to get above here. So nothing much to say there. Let's look at against Bitcoin. I kind of have this lineup here that I'm anticipating us making some kind of a head and shoulders, which would be beautiful. And that's kind of what I'm looking for here. Not great, not bad. I mean, you do have this kind of trend line here, and that breaks, and then it could go lower. But I do think we're turning around. Let's look at the 4 hour. Again, here's that 200. It's not that far off from. I mean, you break it, you hit this, you go above, you break the trend line, you accelerate to the upside. So while these things could take weeks, half a week, it could really months. Things could really happen quickly as well. And let's take a quick look at the order book. The order book for XLM always seems to be green. And if you ever get any red, it's going to go down. So I'm seeing green, so that's good. And again, I've only pretty much seen buying here. So I'm pretty optimistic about what I'm seeing about XLM, even though the charts has been pretty rough. But yeah, there you have it. Revenge of the Dinos. I just did them in order of year. Maybe I'll do them in order next time. But yeah, we got Litecoin, Ripple, Monero, Stellar. Let's go. Peace.